Clinic owners, AI mode is coming. If you don't keep up, you're gonna get left behind. In this video, I will show you two simple methods of how you can keep up with the latest AI mode that is coming to Google search. Hey, my name is Jaden and I help health clinics get more new patients through online marketing. And in today's video, I want to show you two methods that you can take that will help you to navigate this AI mode that we are living in with all these changes with regards to how people are using Google now and how Google has essentially changed from a traditional search engine to now a chat-based engine. This is already rolled out in the US, but if you're not in the US and you're running a health clinic, the change will come to you sooner or later. So I would rather you prepare now than wait for the change to come. Firstly, I'm going to show you behind the screen of how a traditional search looks like in the past. I'm going to go over to Chrome. Let's say search for a simple example, right? So I'm going to use a dental example here. So in the past, when users, how they would behave, it's you will go to Google and you will search for something like dental checkup. And then you will get this AI overview and you will also get this local map pack and then sponsored ads. And then finally, the organic results. So you can see how many organic results there are, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So there's still 9 organic results. So when a user reaches this page, what's happening is they are looking at the AI overview. You know, they can click on show more about some informational content, and then they can look at these 3 organic results. And so if you're just one of the clinics that happens to be on this page, there's still a chance for you to get that first click, and you don't get a new inquiry until you get the first click, right? So the user actually have to click on one of your assets, whether if it's a local map pack, your ads, or your organic results. If you are a clinic and you are typically on the first page of Google, you have a chance of getting the first click, and the percentage of the chance really depends on where you're ranking, right? So if you're ranking on the AI overview, okay, and you're ranking in the map packs, chances of you getting a first click will be relatively high as compared to if you're ranking, below here. This is how a traditional search results page looks like. However, with the latest change of AI mode, this is what's going to happen. So I'm going to This is an example of the new AI mode. Instead of typing in the search query, now I'm going to type it in this AI mode here, and you can see the change. So dental checkup. Right, and what AI mode is going to do is going to look through all of these things and then give me some information. Now I can, instead of just refining my search, I can chat directly with it. Where is the nearest dental clinic I can visit for a checkup, right? And users can actually record and chat with it via voice recording. So now let's say I'm mimicking an example for the same user is currently looking for a dental clinic for a health checkup, for a dental checkup, right? You can see these are the results here. So it serves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 results, okay? And that's it. These are the 6 results. So it doesn't have any ads. Google may add ads here in the future, I'm not sure. But as of right now, you can see we have from all these potential websites or assets that could get the first click now went from just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It went from all this to just showing me 6 results. And that's what your potential patient will see. This means that the landscape to compete for the first click is going to be so much more competitive because it just went from having all of this, chances of you getting the first click, to now Google is just showing the users 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 results. And so if you already are not firstly ranking on first page, you're definitely not going to be appearing here, right, in the new AI mode. Secondly, if you are ranking on the first page but you're not doing relatively well, meaning you are at the bottom of the first page, now with the new AI mode, you're not going to appear at all. Don't worry, because I'll be showing you 2 simple things that you can do right now that can help you, that can increase your chances of showing up in the new AI mode. Okay, but I want you to pay attention to a few things. Now, if you look at the clinics that were recommended, right, you can see over here, obviously proximity, how far away is the clinic away from me plays a very important part, but you will see a few common patterns here, right? So you can see they offer comprehensive dental care and they have a 4.8 star rating on Google based on 422 user reviews. reviews, right? And then the second result, they have been serving the Manhattan area for over 20 years and have a 5-star rating with 186 reviews, right? So I want you to pay attention to a few things. Number one, it's showing what they offer, right? So they offer a variety of dental services, and then the first one is they offer comprehensive dental care. The second thing that I want you to pay attention to is the rating, right? The Google reviews. So 4.8 star rating based on 422 user reviews, 5-star rating on 186 reviews, 4.9 star rating on 450 reviews, and so on and so forth, right? So you can already notice the pattern here. What I want you to do right now, if you're running a health clinic and you're not doing this already, this is more important than ever, right? Because Google is not going to show a bunch of results anymore. Google is going to show a very small list to the users when they are searching for a clinic that they can visit for whatever service they are looking for. This can be dental, this can be health checkups, this can be physiotherapy, chiropractor, and any kind of clinic that you are providing a service. This is how your potential users will behave in the future, and so you have to prepare for it. And so how you can actually prepare for this is just remember this main concept. You have to be able to produce something that AI cannot replicate. So what can AI replicate? So earlier on, you see this type of informational content, right? Where, it's just explaining information to the potential patient, and all this kind of informational content, it's going to be very, very easily duplicated by AI, meaning the definition of a dental checkup is not going to change, right? The definition of physiotherapy is not going to change. Definition of a specific term is not going to change. That's going to be easily replicated by AI. So what cannot be replaced by AI are two things, and these are the two things that you should be working on. The first is the reviews, right? So you can see from the results here, all of them are showing reviews, and even before AI mode was out, reviews were already a very, very important role when it comes to getting new patients. Because think of your user behavior, right? What they will usually do is they will search up and then they will research about a company, and usually the first thing that they will notice is the number of reviews and the rating of the reviews. So that's first, right? So you can see over here, all of the results have how many reviews they have. 600 plus reviews, 800 plus reviews, 450 plus reviews, 390 reviews, right? And so if you don't have a review activation program in place, this is where you're not even going to show up on the AI mode, because your competitors are already way ahead of you, because you can see they have like 400 plus reviews, 186 reviews. So you have to have this activation in place, and it needs to be ongoing, right? It cannot be stopped. So the more reviews that you get, the better it is. How you want to activate this review, right? The first concept is you want to make sure that it's simple. Okay, what do I mean by simple? Don't implement something that's very difficult for you and your patients to take action on. So what do I mean? It can be simple things like, once the patient is done with the service, you can either give them like a free gift in exchange for review, or like an instant discount off, or discount off the next visit. I typically recommend all my clinic partners, all my clients, to offer a instant discount off, because the patient can receive it straight away, and so they have that instant gratification if they were to leave a review. So you can be very simply asking your receptionist to ask them a simple question like, hey, would you like $5 off? Would you like $10 off? Would you like if you're running a dental clinic, would you like a free whitening kit, right? Or a free toothbrush, right? Anything that you name it, right? And all you have to do is just leave a review right now, and I'll take $10 off your bill today. So that is how you want to firstly make sure that the review, it's very easy to take action on. You don't want to give them like a form for them to fill and things like that. The offer is very clear cut, very straightforward. So that's first. Secondly, you want to make it easy. Again, do not want them to fill up like a long list of form and then get them to sign and get them to do all that kind of stuff, right? Because the more friction that you introduce, the more unlikely the patient will take the action, right? So what you want to do is you just want to go over to Google Business Profile. So I will show you an example here. Okay, so when you go over to your Google Business Profile, there's a place where you can click on Ask for Reviews, right? And when you click on this, what's going to happen is going to show this QR code, okay? And you want to have this QR code just printed out and leave it on the front desk. When you are asking the customers to leave a review, when they ask you, oh, how do I get the discount? How do I get your free gift, right? All they have to do is just take out their phone and scan on the QR code, and they immediately get to leave a review on your Google Business Profile. right? So you want to make it easy for your patients to be able to leave the review. Again, all these are very simple implementations, and the best time to ask for the review, it's after the service, right? After you've provided the service, they have completed the service, they are happy with the service, that's when you want to ask them for the review, because they are highly satisfied, right? They are happy with the service. That is a review activation that you can do immediately. And if you have not done this already, if you're a new clinic, if you're a clinic that have been around for years, you should have done this, yesterday, right? So this is what I always tell all my clients, that they have to implement this, especially with the landscape that we are in right now when it comes to online marketing. The second thing that you want to do is you want to come up with some kind of bundle or some kind of promotion. This can be, for example, new patient offer, a new patient promotion, or there's some kind of bundles that you're running together, and some kind of promotions you're running on a monthly basis or a bi-monthly basis, okay? And the reason why is because, again, this cannot be replicated by AI. When you have no promotion going on, your patients, when they land on your page, they are going to look at your website, or they are going to look at your asset. If you don't have a unique offer, or you don't run any kind of promotions or any kind of bundles, what's going to happen is when your user reaches your site, it's going to not stand out, because your site and the rest of your competitors will look exactly the same. And so if you don't have a lot of reviews and you're not winning in reviews, then you need to have some kind of offer or some kind of bundle to entice the patient to take an action, right? Because if not, what is going to happen? The user is going to look at your other competitors and then think of how many reviews they have, and if they have more reviews and their ratings are way higher, then the patient is going to go to your competitor. You want to have some kind of offer. Typically, I always recommend my clients to have some kind of new patient offer. As a first-time patient, they receive some kind of like discounts or some kind of promotions, right? But you want to make it special for new patients. And if you can, on a monthly or a bi-monthly basis, you want to come up with some kind of promotions. This allows your clinic to stand out, because if a user goes to different pages, different competitors, and they are researching on which clinic to go to, they will be looking at these two things, because these two things cannot be replicated by AI, right? Which is the number of reviews and also the type of promotions that you guys are creating. And so if you look at all your competitors and they do not have an offer, this is a golden opportunity. And when I mean have some kind of offer, it doesn't mean that you're going to give your service away for free. You just sit down and be intentional about, what can you really offer additional to your new patients, right? Because you need to get that new patient coming in, and so then you can sell them on a recurring. But the new patient that comes in, it's very, very crucial. It's very important for your clinic. So as you can see, AI mode is already here. So you have to be prepared for it, for your clinic to be able to get more new patients. If you're watching this, send this to your clinic manager or your friends who are clinic owners, so that they can implement this, so that they can be aware of this. And we are always on top of trends such as this AI mode that's coming out. So if you don't want to get left behind, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more updates like this.